What doctors told me about fat loss after 50 changed everything. Losing fat after the age of 50 can be frustrating. Many people try the same old advice but often see little to no results. This is because the body changes as we age, and what worked in our 20s or 30s might no longer be effective. For many people hitting the gym, the ultimate goal is simple: lose fat and get lean. Let's be honest, who wouldn't want toned abs and a defined physique? But achieving that isn't easy. Every inch of fat loss requires hours of consistent effort, disciplined eating, and unwavering commitment. And frustratingly, all that progress can quickly unravel with just a few dietary slip-ups, like a weekend pizza or late-night dessert. Today, I'm sharing actionable tips to help you melt stubborn belly fat and maintain your progress, without undoing your hard work. 1. Understand fat loss. Spot reduction is a myth. First things first. You cannot choose where your body loses fat. Doing hundreds of crunches won't magically burn belly fat. Fat loss happens systemically, not locally. Think of fat storage as a single account. Your body pulls from everywhere when it needs energy, not just one specific area. That's why abs and hips, common problem areas, are usually the last to lean out, especially due to hormonal and genetic factors. So, instead of chasing spot reduction, adopt a holistic fat loss strategy that targets your entire body. Fat loss boils down to a simple principle: burn more calories than you consume. This is called a caloric deficit, and it's the foundation of every effective fat loss plan. But don't go overboard. Aim for a moderate deficit of around 20% below your maintenance calories. For example, if your body needs 2,500 calories to maintain weight, aim for about 2,000 daily. Cutting too aggressively can backfire. Your body may break down muscle for energy, slowing your metabolism. Remember, more muscle equals more calories burned at rest. Pro tip: use a health or fitness app to estimate your basal metabolic rate, BMR, and adjust for activity levels to find your maintenance calories. Apps often track your data automatically, making it easier to stay on top of your goals. 2. Apply psychological tricks to stay on track. Losing weight isn't just about what you eat or how much you move, it's also a mental game. Your mindset, habits, and environment play a huge role in determining whether you stick with your plan or fall off track. The good news: there are simple psychological strategies you can use to outsmart cravings, control impulses, and stay consistent, without relying on willpower alone. The 10-minute rule: highly effective mind hacks to help you stay in control. Cravings are often impulsive and emotional, not physical hunger. The next time you're tempted to reach for that donut or snack, pause and wait 10 minutes. During that short window, distract yourself. Take a walk, drink water, tidy up, or scroll through a motivating fitness account. You'll find that about 80% of cravings fade when you give them time. If you still want it after 10 minutes, have a small portion, but on your terms, not the cravings. This rule puts you back in the driver's seat and builds discipline without feeling deprived. Weight loss doesn't always require drastic changes. Sometimes, it's these subtle shifts in behavior and mindset that make the biggest difference in the long run. Use these tools to your advantage, and you'll not only burn more fat, you'll do it with less stress and more control. 3. Manage stress and prioritize sleep. Most people put all their energy into dieting and working out, but they overlook two of the most underrated pillars of fat loss: stress management and sleep quality. If you're doing everything right, managing your food intake and gym, but still not seeing results, it's time to look at what's happening mentally, and how well you're sleeping. Rest is often the missing piece. Chronic stress equals elevated cortisol equals stubborn belly fat. When you're stressed, your body produces cortisol, the primary stress hormone. In small doses, cortisol helps with energy regulation. But when stress becomes chronic, whether from work, relationships, or poor recovery, cortisol stays elevated. This causes your body to store more fat, especially around the belly. Break down muscle tissue. Increase cravings, particularly for high sugar, high fat comfort foods. Lower motivation to work out or make healthy choices. Basically, chronic stress puts your body in survival mode, a state that is the opposite of fat burning. Simple strategies to lower stress levels. Stress management doesn't have to involve hour-long yoga sessions or retreats. Even a few minutes a day of intentional relaxation can make a big difference. Try incorporating meditation or mindfulness. Deep breathing exercises. Try 4-7-8 breathing. Spending time in nature, even a 10-minute walk in a park, can reset your mood. Creative hobbies like painting, music, or reading. Unplugging from screens and social media, especially in the evening. Managing stress isn't about avoiding it entirely, it's about giving your mind space to recover so your body can perform at its best. Why sleep is a fat loss superpower. Sleep is not just rest, it's when your body repairs, recovers, and regulates key hormones that affect hunger, metabolism, and recovery. Poor sleep disrupts your circadian rhythm, your body's internal clock that governs your sleep-wake cycle, energy patterns, and hormonal balance. When your circadian rhythm is off due to late nights, irregular schedules, or screen exposure, your body can't function optimally. Here's what happens with poor sleep. Ghrelin, the hunger hormone, goes up, you feel hungrier. Leptin, the fullness hormone, goes down, you feel less satisfied. Insulin sensitivity drops, you store more fat, especially after eating carbs. When your energy plummets, you're more likely to skip workouts or reach for quick-fix foods to refuel. Even just one night of poor sleep can increase calorie intake the next day by 300 to 500 calories or more, without you even noticing. Build a solid sleep routine. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. Consistency is key, not just in total hours, but in your sleep and wake times. Here's how to improve your sleep hygiene. No screens 60 minutes before bed. Blue light disrupts melatonin, your sleep hormone. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Ideal sleep temperature is around 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. Go to bed and wake up at the same time daily, even on weekends. Avoid caffeine 6 to 8 hours before bed. Create a wind-down routine. Read, stretch, meditate, or listen to calming music. These small changes can dramatically improve sleep quality, enhance recovery, and optimize fat burning overnight. 4. Incorporate strength training. When most people think of fat loss, they picture long cardio sessions, running on a treadmill, pedaling on a bike, or sweating it out in a spin class. While cardio certainly has its place, relying on it alone often leads to slowed progress, plateaus, and even muscle loss over time. To achieve sustainable long-term fat loss and toned physique, you need to go beyond cardio and embrace strength training as a core part of your fitness routine. Here's why lifting weights is non-negotiable. More muscle equals higher resting metabolism. Muscle is metabolically active tissue, meaning it burns calories even while you're at rest. In fact, each pound of muscle requires roughly 6 extra calories per day just to maintain. That may sound small, but across your entire body, it adds up fast. The more lean muscle you have, the more calories you naturally burn 24/7, even while sleeping or sitting at your desk. Compare that to cardio, which burns calories during the workout but has limited long-term impact unless it's high intensity. By building muscle, you're turning your body into a more efficient fat-burning machine, even when you're not working out. Post-workout calorie burn, EPOC effect. Strength training creates a powerful metabolic phenomenon called excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, EPOC, also known as the afterburn effect. After a tough resistance workout, your body continues to burn calories for up to 24 to 48 hours as it works to repair muscle tissue, restore energy levels, and rebalance hormones. That means your body is still torching calories long after you've left the gym. This effect is especially strong when using heavy weights, training to near failure, or incorporating high-intensity circuits. Body recomposition. Lose fat while gaining or preserving muscle. One of the biggest advantages of strength training is its role in body recomposition, the process of losing fat while building or maintaining lean muscle. If you're in a slight caloric deficit and getting enough protein, lifting weights signals your body to hold on to muscle and prioritize fat for energy. Without resistance training, your body may break down both muscle and fat, which results in a skinny fat look, lighter on the scale, but still soft and undefined. With strength training, you're not just getting smaller, you're getting stronger, tighter, and more toned. Focus on compound exercises. For the greatest overall benefit, prioritize compound movements, which work several major muscle groups simultaneously. These exercises burn more calories, build more strength, and have a higher overall impact on your physique than isolation exercises. 5. Combine strength training with cardio-based workouts. While strength training is essential, cardio still plays a valuable role, especially when it's intelligently programmed to complement your lifting. Here's how to integrate both effectively. LISS, low intensity steady state. Cardio. Walking, cycling, or using the elliptical at a steady pace helps burn fat and aids recovery. Great on rest days or post-lifting. HIIT, high-intensity interval training. Short bursts of all-out effort followed by rest periods. HIIT elevates metabolism, burns fat, and helps maintain muscle. Think sprints, battle ropes, or kettlebell circuits, metabolic conditioning or strength circuits. Combine compound lifts with minimal rest to keep your heart rate elevated, blending the benefits of both cardio and strength training in one session. This type of training keeps workouts efficient, dynamic, and fat-burning. 7. Avoid sugary beverages. When focusing on fat loss, most people obsess over what's on their plate, yet overlook what's in their glass. This is a major mistake. Liquid calories are one of the most common, and sneakiest, ways people sabotage their fat loss goals without even realizing it. Unlike solid food, sugary drinks don't trigger the same satiety signals in the brain. You can easily consume 300 to 500 calories in a drink and still feel hungry afterwards. Over time, these calories add up, often without providing any nutritional value. Common culprits to watch out for. Regular sodas. A 16-ounce soda can contain over 40 to 50 grams of sugar, more than the recommended daily limit in one serving. Sweetened coffee drinks. Fancy lattes, frappés, and flavored iced coffees often contain syrups, whipped cream, and milk, turning your morning coffee into a dessert with 300+ calories. Packaged fruit juices. Marketed as healthy, many juices are stripped of fiber and loaded with added sugars. One glass of orange juice can have as much sugar as a can of soda. Smoothies, especially store-bought or from chains. While smoothies can be healthy, many pre-made versions contain ice cream, sweetened yogurts, or syrups, easily pushing them to 500 to 600 calories or more. Alcoholic beverages and mixers. Cocktails, beer, and sugary mixers pack in calories and sugar while lowering inhibitions, often leading to overeating afterwards. How sugary drinks affect fat storage. Sugary beverages are rapidly digested and absorbed, causing a sharp spike in blood glucose and insulin levels. Insulin is a hormone that helps transport glucose into cells for energy, but when there's an excess, it signals the body to store the surplus as fat, especially around the belly, visceral fat. This isn't just an aesthetic issue. Visceral fat increases your risk of type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, liver problems, chronic inflammation. Studies have shown a direct correlation between frequent consumption of sugary drinks and increased abdominal fat, even in people who aren't overeating in other areas of their diet. Smarter low-calorie alternatives. The good news: you can still enjoy flavorful beverages without derailing your progress. Here are some healthy swaps. Water, still the best and most essential drink for fat loss and overall health. Add slices of lemon, cucumber, or berries for a refreshing twist. Sparkling water. Carbonated water with natural flavoring, zero sugar, can satisfy soda cravings without the sugar crash. Black coffee or with a splash of milk. Keep it simple. Avoid syrups, whipped creams, and heavy creamers. Coffee can also aid fat loss when consumed in moderation. Herbal or green teas. Naturally low in calories, these options can be enjoyed hot or iced. Green tea also contains catechins, which may boost metabolism. Homemade smoothies. Use whole fruits, leafy greens, unsweetened almond milk, protein powder, and healthy fats like chia seeds for a nutrient-packed option. Infused water. Add fresh fruits, herbs, or citrus to your water and let it sit overnight for a light, refreshing flavor. Time your meals wisely. When it comes to fat loss, most people focus on what they eat, but when you eat plays a surprisingly important role too. Your body runs on a natural circadian rhythm that influences everything from hormone production to metabolism, digestion, and even how efficiently you burn fat. Eating at the right times, and avoiding heavy meals too close to bedtime, can significantly improve your fat-burning ability, stabilize energy levels, and support better sleep quality. Why late-night eating can stall fat loss. Your metabolism isn't as active at night. When your body winds down for rest, it moves from high energy mode to recovery and repair mode. That means the calories you consume late in the evening are less likely to be used as immediate energy and more likely to be stored, especially if they're high in carbohydrates or sugars. Here's what happens when you eat a large, carb-heavy meal right before bed. Insulin levels rise, promoting fat storage instead of fat burning. Digestion slows, which can interfere with sleep and recovery. Fat oxidation, fat burning, decreases as your body prioritizes processing the incoming food. Sleep quality declines, especially if digestion is still active when you lie down. Even healthy meals eaten at the wrong time can work against your goals. Ideal meal timing strategy. To align your eating habits with your body's natural rhythms. Eat your last major meal 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. This allows your body time to properly digest the food while you're still awake and moving around. It also prevents late-night insulin spikes, giving your body a better chance to shift into fat-burning mode during sleep. Front-load your calories earlier in the day. Studies show that eating more of your calories earlier in the day, when your metabolism is more active, can lead to greater fat loss compared to eating the same number of calories later. Make dinner lighter than lunch. A simple strategy is to consume a larger, more balanced lunch, and have a lighter dinner focused on protein and vegetables. If you're hungry before bed, choose smart snacks. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, you might feel genuinely hungry before sleep, and that's okay. Going to bed starving can actually disrupt sleep and increase the likelihood of overeating the next day. The key is to keep your bedtime snack small, protein-rich, and low in carbohydrates. This helps. Promote muscle recovery overnight. Avoid blood sugar spikes. Prevent unnecessary fat storage. Smart pre-bed snack options. 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt, unsweetened, high protein, 1 hard-boiled egg. A few slices of lean turkey or chicken breast. 1 to 2 tablespoons of cottage cheese, a small handful of almonds or walnuts. A scoop of casein protein mixed with water or almond milk, slow digesting protein ideal for overnight recovery. Keep the portion light, around 100 to 200 calories. Why meal timing matters more than you think. Proper meal timing does more than help you burn fat, it also supports better blood sugar control, improved hormonal balance, especially insulin and cortisol, reduced late-night cravings, deeper, more restorative sleep, consistent energy throughout the day, all of which contribute to long-term fat loss and better health. Takeaway: align meals with your body clock. Meal timing isn't about strict rules, it's about working with your biology instead of against it. Eating earlier, spacing out your meals, and avoiding heavy late-night eating can give you a real edge in your fat loss journey. Final rule of thumb: fuel during the day, recover at night. Final thoughts: fat loss doesn't have to feel like an uphill battle. When you understand how your body works and apply a few simple, but powerful, habits consistently, real and lasting results are possible. Remember, it's not about chasing perfection, it's about making sustainable changes, one smart decision at a time. These strategies, when practiced consistently, compound over time. That's where real transformation happens. Whether you're just starting or getting back on track, the best time to begin is now. No more waiting, no more second guessing. Your future self will thank you for taking action today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay strong, stay focused, and keep pushing forward.